You gotta get into the groove.
Hi, this is Simon Leung with GrooveAsia.cm, and today I want to invite you to our next free live mini course. We have mini courses on website building, affiliate marketing.
You gotta get into the groove.
Hey everyone, Peter Moinero here. As you're probably aware, the actual intro is not Simon Leung, it's me. Okay, look, we're just going to cover off a few things before I get started. I just want to say hello to Tyra, who's in the chat, as well as Samir and Nancy, and also we got anyone else? That's it so far. Oh, Dr. Lisa. Okay, look, no backdrop today, mainly because what's happened. Something to do with Chrome and the platform that I'm using. Chrome has had an update and it's actually disallowing my camera to do a backdrop or background, what do you call it, theme or whatever. But anyway, so I've just turned it off today. Okay, so if you're joining me live, put a hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, put a hashtag replay in the comments as well. If you are joining me live, feel free to ask me questions, whether it be groove related or anything kind of like pertaining to the industry that we're in. And that's pretty much online business, affiliate marketing, that sort of stuff. But you can ask me those questions. And kia ora to Johan. So, okay, you guys, some of you might have probably noticed that Johan and I have a bit of like a rivalry thing going on. He's a Queensland Rugby League supporter, and I'm a New South Wales Rugby League supporter. So, and they beat us. Final game, they won 2-1, and they played really, really well, Queensland. So, big ups to them, and congrats to you, Johan. I think I mentioned that into one of your posts on your page. But yeah, it was a good game, especially with the Queensland. They played really, really well. Couldn't fault them. Okay, Nancy is joining us live, hashtag live, Tyra, Johan, and yeah, I guess we'll probably have a couple more that will probably join us a little bit later. Anyway, what we're going to be doing is just tying up some of the last bits of the website build, and as you know, Tyra won it last week, so congrats, Tyra, for winning the website template. We have had a couple of messages exchanging between her and I, and as to what she wants to do with it. So she's kind of left it up to me, but I'm still thinking about that. But for today, what we're going to do, we're going to just treat it as a affiliate page, if you like, or where people can actually have a look at some of the affiliate products that you have, and then maybe click through to them. We might even, if we're lucky, we might even actually get squeezed in a funnel that's attached to the website. So yeah, but we'll see how we go for time, because there's a few things that we've got to do. Right, where did we leave off last week? Okay, so we did the scrolling text. Actually, let me go onto the site. Share my screen. Oh, by the way, if you are new, I'm going to take my face off there and just put the screen itself. Boom. If you're new to Groove and you're still finding your way around it, navigating around different things, the first page that you're going to log into is going to be the page that you see up on the screen now, and that's the Groove.cm dashboard. And as you can see, there are a few applications up here, and then if you want to, which is what part I like, is actually hovering over the Groove icon and then choosing one of the applications from here, but right-clicking, and you won't be able to see this for some reason. It doesn't actually show up on the share screen. You can right-click, and then I just open up in a new tab. And when it opens up into a new tab, like so, that means I've got a separate tab. I can still have my dashboard open. I can have a separate tab and open up as well. And this is probably the best thing about Groove 2 as well, is that you can actually do that, have different tabs open at the same time. Excuse me. What have we got? Okay, everybody's congratulating Johan. Thank you for the good. No problem, Tyler. And all right, okay. So yeah, that's kind of like what I like to do, is just open the application in a different tab. I do that with the websites too. I can work on multiple websites depending how high spec your computer is too, by the way. The more pages you've got open, or probably the more resources it takes up on your computer. So I've got a very good high spec computer, so I'm able to do that. But some of you might not be able to do that. It will probably just slow things down. Anyway, let's just cut out there. Let's go back to the last one there. So like I said, I like to hover over here, and I'm going to open up the Groove pages up here. And here we go. Right. So when you go to Groove pages, you're going to see your gallery of all your different websites. As you can see, I've got a few in there, a few client ones as well as my own. And this is the one that we've been working on, which is the sample website template. So it hasn't been named yet. I was going to give Tyler the privilege of doing that at some point. Anyway, we're going to manage the site, which means we're going to go into the back end of it and we just do our magic. All right. So I think one of the things that was on the list that I needed to actually do was finish off the legal pages. You didn't quite get to that part. Well, we just quickly covered it, but we didn't actually cover it to the point that we had added them as pages. All right. So what I suggested that you use ChatGPT. Now, in this case, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head over to ChatGPT, and the fact that we're going to probably just treat this as an affiliate type sort of a hub, if you like, where people can view different types of products that they can actually quick link to the affiliate link, then to the actual affiliate partner for the product. Then that's kind of how I saw this could actually work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some legal pages here. I'm only going to do one. You only really need one, okay? Because everything can come back to that same page, because you've got all the different things on the one page. Just got to get to different sections, and hopefully I can show you that as well, where you can actually link from one page from the home page to another page, and then go to a certain section of that page where that actual I guess policy is. Now, some of you, if not all of you in here, do know that about the super prompt. I have shared the link for that, and some of you are using it. That's what I'm going to use here. Now, I've actually programmed my super prompt to actually initiate itself when I type in use super prompt. Okay, so once I do that, it's going to come up with a few instructions, and it's going to help me create these legal pages. Okay. So a couple of things that it's asking me: what is the content for? What is the brand, business, product name? What is the niche or industry? Who is the target audience? What is the specific? What is the specific goal? What tone style or do you want? Okay, so all I'm going to do, and I'm going to try my mic on this one here. Let's try this one. What I want to create is legal pages for a website template that I'm working on. The website itself will be a affiliate hub type website where people can get or can actually access different affiliate software if they want to. And of course, the author or the owner of the website will have their own affiliate links embedded into those into those offers or those software offers. Okay, let's enter that and see what it comes up with. By the way, I was using a Michael Chrome. I've seen someone else use it on their workshop, and I thought, oh, I'll give that a try. Oh, I've got to actually take this off. All right, so what have we got here? Let's turn off my mic. What we have here, okay. So perfect, based on what you've said, you're building a template for an affiliate hub website and you want to generate all the essential legal pages that comply with common privacy and advertising regulations, protect the site owner, clarify affiliate relationships, inspire trust for visitors. Okay, so here we come. These are some of the things that we need to cover: privacy policy, terms and conditions, affiliate disclaimer, earnings disclaimer, and cookie policy. That sounds about right. Would you like to include the GDPR? Yes, we will probably want to do that. A contact page. Yeah, we won't do the contact page just yet. Okay, so privacy policy. Okay, it's done. It's done pretty much everything. Let me just have a look over here. Would you like to include? Okay. Yeah, I would like to include the GDPR. Thanks. We won't do the contact page just yet. Oh, I've got to click in here. Oh, that I should have clicked in there. All right. I would like to include the GDPR, please, not the contact page. We will leave that for now. A lot faster than my typing, that's for sure. Also, must include GDPR compliance. All right, so pretty much everything on here is going to go on one page. Cool. Okay. All right, it's actually coming up with a few more different things that they need to do. So let me just give it another instruction. I would like to include everything on the one page, so I don't actually have to build different pages for different policies. So if you can do it so that I can actually put it on one page, obviously we will want to carry on with what you've done so far. So the affiliate disclaimer, earnings disclaimer, cookie policy, GDPR compliance. So yeah, we can format it in such a way that I will be actually putting it onto a one page on the website. You can imagine what I just said, the amount of typing that I will have to do to actually put that in. So this is where it comes very, very handy. So we've got the terms and conditions, we've got the privacy policy, we've got the affiliate disclaimer, earnings disclaimer. I'm not going to go through this with a fine-tooth comb because this is only really just for demo purposes, not in this session anyway. But for what it is, I'm going to just take it for what it is, and I'm going to actually add that into a page. So now that we've got that, we can go on to back to the website, and we will add another page. So from here, we're going to go into pages, and we're going to go funnels, right? And then we're just going to add a funnel, and we're just going to use a blank page as soon as this pops up. Yeah, we're going to call this legal pages. I don't know what, start importing. Okay. And again, we'll do that here. So you can actually see that you basically, all you did was really create a heading, if you like, or a category. And then now you got to create the page. So that's what we're doing here. I'm just going to put into block and container. All right, come back over here, elements. And I am going to drag and drop just paragraph basically on this one I'm going to do for now. Yeah. And just select all and then paste. Oh, let's go back to our ChatGPT first. Let's get all this. Oh. Cool. Copy. Head back over here. There. And I'm just going to paste. Great. Oh, actually, hang on. There's an issue with this. Okay, so we can't really just put it all in one block. And I'll tell you the reason why, because when we do try and link it up later, it's not going to go to the appropriate section of that thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this up. So I'm just going to go to block here. I'm going to add another block there, and that. I can't even see anything at the moment. There we go. And then we're going to drag the same element we did before, just the paragraph. Actually, what we'll do, we'll put title and paragraph. Okay, so now we need to, and I'm just going to copy that again, that block. I'm going to do another duplicate, probably do another 3 more. All right, so I'm going to really start from the top, work my way down to the bottom. So we've got this part here where, this part here, terms and conditions. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the paragraph part first. Oops. Mouse is playing up on me. Terms and conditions. I'm going to put that into the paragraph section of that block that I did, which was down here. Top part there. Control paste. All right. And then in the title, whatever it's got there. Gee, that is the title there. Let's just grab that. We'll cut that out of there. Come on up. And then we'll put the title there. Paste. We'll do that for the next one. In fact, I'll probably just cut all that out so that we don't actually get confused. I'm just going to delete all that if I can. No, the keyboard doesn't want to work. There we go. Okay, again, I'm going to grab this title here, copy, come down. So as I just explained before, the reason why we're doing this is because we need to be able to get to that block from a link, and the link needs to relate to the block on that page where we're going to. Wrong one. I'm getting confused now. Go back. Here is the next one. Paste. Go back. Let's grab that part there. You see there's going to be some areas that you'll need to fill in at some later point after you've done all this. And I'm just going to go cut. Yeah. It's actually better this way anyway, like instead of just putting it all in one block. Even if you weren't linking to this, to certain parts of the block, it's actually better than to actually have them in their separate blocks anyway. So, okay, let's get rid of that one there. We don't want that. Okay, for the disclaimer, would help if my mouse works good, but it doesn't. Next one, that goes there. I'm just keeping an eye. All right. Okay, let's grab this one here. We're just about there, guys. We've got about 2 more to go. My mouse does funny things. Copy. For the disclaimer. Paste. I mean, this is so easy to do legal pages through ChatGPT. And of course, you just proofread it anyway, but it is actually really quite easy to do. And we'll go earning disclaimer. Copy. Yeah. Now let's duplicate this actual, before I get started again, let me just duplicate this again, probably about another 2 more. Okay. Paste. Any disclaimer. And we need to get all that bit there. So frustrating. So frustrating when your mouth is touchy. Copy. What was that? Any disclaimer. Paste. What else have we got here? Cookie policy. So a lot of this stuff can be very, very monotonous and sometimes tedious. That you have to do all this stuff. But you know, I mean, unfortunately, that's what you have to do and put up with, if I should say. Okay, let's. Can I get all that? Oh, yeah. This is one of those moments I feel like throwing the mouse out the window. Copy. And then our lucky last one, which is contact. Yeah. Copy. Paste. Any questions? Hey, Karen, how are you? Good to great to have you join us. Okay. Last one. Yeah. Copy. And I'm just going to put that in there. Okay. Right. So I've got all the different things that I want there. Now I'm just going to get rid of up to what point that would up to there. So I need to get rid of that because we've done all this, but you know, start from the bottom and go work our way up. Up to there, let's just delete all that. I swear I'm going to throw I'm going to throw this mouse at the computer. Okay, delete all that, and because we've got that part there, we need that part there, which is great. It's also, and that's in the way. Don't know why. We need to. It's quite annoying. Let's get that over. Need to move this out of the way. You used to be able to move this out of the way. Can't do that anymore. Okay. I'm just going to go with the block here. These little things are, can be a little bit, oops. there, we're just going to put some spacing above it so I can actually get at that thing here. I'm trying to get at this so that I can actually bolt that. Let's get rid of the padlock. Ooh, okay. Now what you need to probably do is that on each of these blocks is that just add some space inside the border. So I'm just going to add a little bit of space here. We'll make that 20. 20. And I'll just copy and paste that all the way through. Copy. Another one. Select the whole block. Spacing. And 20. And next one. Block. Spacing. Any questions so far, guys? This little page has given me some issues. Okay, shouldn't have taken this long. All right. I guess once you're used to the actual the app itself, like the group pages and that, you can just do things quickly. So, yeah, just having to go through this and guide you guys at the same time. We're going to probably add more onto this. So I'm just going to add something like about 80. Okay. We've got that all done. That's the legal pages. Let's go up there. So that's just going to click that block. I'm going to get rid of that spacing. Oh, not that one. Sorry, not that spacing. That spacing. And we're probably just going to add another block onto that. There. And in that, we're just going to drag and drop. Actually, what we might do there is just that we'll get rid of, let's just go back one. Select that again. What we might do is just we'll grab a title block. We'll go to wireframe, come down to titles, and we'll just grab one of these here. Let's do that one. That's all I really wanted was a title. Okay, and we'll probably just this stuff is actually what we do there is there's some spacing there that I don't want. I don't know why there's so much spacing. Let's lessen that a wee bit. Let's go 20. All right. Okay, and we're just going to put legal pages. I'll take that background out. That. For some reason I can't see the top. Crazy. Not sure why that's happening. Geez, I've never had this give me so much trouble. Can't even get up to that part there. All right, okay, let's add some more spacing again. There. And then let's do this again. No. I can't get the background color on that one. We'll just leave it for now. Anyway, so that's the legal pages. I'm just going to get rid of that spacing. Okay. All right. So we'll leave it like that. So we've got our legal pages all done. And that's we're going to just probably rename this one. We're going to go into settings here. We're going to call our legal pages. We're just going to take the end bit off here. And we'll leave it like that for now. Cool. All right. All right, so we've got legal pages here. We come back over to pages there. We go to funnels. Okay, we've got legal pages. Doesn't sound right. Hang on. Let me just come back over here again. Let's just call this page, instead of legal pages, let's just call it policies. Okay. All right, so that's done. So now we've come back over here. Pages, we go to funnels. And it needed to be, oh gosh. We'll rename this one here. Rename pages. Okay, so legal pages /policies. That's the friendly URL. Okay, got that done. Gosh, this is taking ages. So now that we've got that, what we need to do is come back over to website. Johan, good to learn the process at Peter, what's required, especially the mundane necessary things. Yeah, unfortunately, that's part of it, right? And so much so that when you're doing websites, or if you've got a few websites that you need to build, that took a long time. Anyway, yeah. So down here we've got the connections here, right? So we've got the menu here. So, but what we needed to do, and I should have done this before, is that we need to go back to the legal pages again, and we need to. These are all blocks, right? So let's just click on one block, and we're gonna let's expand this out. We're gonna call this one here. We're gonna call this one. What was it called before? Oh, that. Okay. Block. Oh, there's a mouse. Okay, we're going to call that block. Let's just call that legal notice. And then make sure you enter, right? Just press the enter key on your keyboard, and that will make that stick. That's the only way you can save it. All right. Next one, this block here, we're going to call that one TNC. So click on the pencil, TNC, and just so that we can know which block we want to go to. I'm only going to probably link up one block today, one part or one section of the legal pages today, just so that we can get through this quicker. That didn't stick. See, I didn't push enter. So T and C, enter. Okay. Next block, we'll call this policy. This short name doesn't need to be long names. Affiliates, block. Enter. Earnings, block. earnings. Enter. Don't forget the enter. And cookies, we'll just make that one cookies. And then enter. And then contact. It's always good to name your box. Right. So what I want to do is let's just say we'll go somewhere in the middle here. We'll go affiliate disclaimer. I'm going to select that block there. Now once I've selected that block, what I want to do is I want to go to custom attributes. And this is the part I want here. I want that bit. Okay. That's the part I want. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to head over to my main page. And down on the link here, I should have made it. Actually, we'll just add another name in there. Add. Oh, let's go one more up. No. Privacy. I just want to add one more name in there. Actually, let's just change this one here. We'll change that one there to affiliate disclaimer. And then we're going to go link to, and we're going to go URL, right? So what the URL is going to be, actually, we'll just leave it none for now. We have to get the URL, so we'll just do that for now. Okay, so the URL will be, if I want, will be the, I don't know if they got the, what do you call it? That one there, right? Because I actually just did a, when I did this up, I actually gave it a Groove subdomain URL. So I'm just going to click on that here. Right. And then if I come to this page here, what I want is I want this bit. That's kind of what I want. I want to get rid of the rest there. And then I want to put a hashtag. I want to put a / there, and then I'm going to put a hashtag. And then I'm going to paste in that custom attribute code there. Okay, and I'm going to select the whole lot, and I'm going to copy. All right, so that's that one there. Let me just test this out, see if it actually goes to that. We'll try it down there probably because I haven't done it yet, but I haven't. We'll go there. We'll go page URL. Actually, let's have a page here. Page, link to page. Legal pages. Yeah, no, doesn't work. Okay, let's go back here again. There, URL. Let's put that into there, like that, and update. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to publish this. Now I'm only publishing to the subdomain, the Groove subdomain, right? Peter, Peter, you know, a good over-the-shoulder troubleshooting moment. Tab. What's the tab for, Dr. Lisa? Okay, let's go to here. And let's see if this works. Put a disclaimer. No, it only goes in there. Why does it go there? I know why. Let's just take that sample website out. Try that. No, not that either. Oh, because I haven't published this other page, that's why. So I don't think I've published. Oh, yes, I have. Legal pages. Try that again. Just keeps going back to the home. Not sure why. Let's go back down here and investigate. Home. Yeah, well, EQ. Sample website. Let's go. Okay. So this is where I went wrong. So I need to go to here and here, and it's policies that I need to put in. All right. So let's go back down to here. And I'm going to change that sample website there to policies. Okay, let's go publish again. And hopefully that works. Oh, geez. Okay. I just seen your message, Sam. Samir. Okay. All right. So what I did was over here, affiliate disclaimer. I've added the Groove subdomain, the page that I wanted, the page of the policies, and the section of where the policy, where that particular policy is on the policies pages. That's what I've done there. All right. So I hope we can follow that. And then I've just actually republished it. I'm just going to go into here to the website. Just ask me if there's something that you think that you might have missed in that time that I didn't have my screen shared. But down here, if I go to disclaimer, affiliate disclaimer, that should take me, well, should have. Let me just try that again. And I think I need to put a / in there. Just going to try something here. I wonder if I needed to put in legal pages as well. I'm going to put in legal pages. Legal pages. This will tell me if I've got it right. And then / Do that again. Yeah. I'm going to put in here policies. I wanted to see if this works. Policies / legal pages. And then / and see if it takes me to that. Okay, it doesn't, but anyway, maybe I haven't actually changed it down here. All right, let's start again. Let's start again. All right. We've gone to this part here. Funnels. One page. Google policies. So we're going to go to that one there. All right, let's just have a look in settings. Should be policies. Makes it a little bit difficult when you're actually trying to do a subdomain and you're going to try and add all these other things into it as well. So that's the page name. Let's see. Let's go back down to that block again. Yeah. Down to this one. Sorry, guys. I know we spent a bit of time on this, but it's something we must get right. The block down here, so the custom attribute, that's the one we're after. Copy. Now, what should happen is that when I go to the main page, let me just go there now. Sample website. I'm just wondering, I'm going to take all that bit out there. Sample website. I'm going to go policies, legal pages. I think that's what I want. No, yeah, legal pages. And then / policies. And then / again. Hopefully. All right. We'll revisit that a little bit later. Let's move on anyway. But the whole idea is actually on a certain page, you want to link that affiliate disclaimer to this part here on the page. That's where we want to. So when the link is done, oops. So here we go. I want to link them to this part here on the legal pages. So when the link is done properly, right, we should be able to end up on this page, right, and to that part here. It should show up here, all right. I mean, you could do literally, you wouldn't even, because it's actually not that long, you could probably just go to the policies page. That's what you could do. But if it was quite long and you needed to get to a certain section on the page, then that's what you would do. We'll try and link that up now. We'll revisit that at some other point. But I've done so many of them, I don't know why it's not working this time out. So, okay, let's get back to here. Let's go to home. Now, one of the other things. So, one of the other things was was some SEO stuff, right? To put into your website. So, heading is probably the one that we want to sort out first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the link for this. I'm going to get this link here. I'm just going to copy the whole lot. I'm going to go into ChatGPT, wherever that is. Where did I put that? Okay, let's bring that up again. And then I'm just going to put in here, I need, let's go back to where we were before. Super prompt setup. I need you to view this page. And now I wouldn't suggest that you do this, but this will just start it off, right? Then you can probably refine it. And what I mean by that is that we're going to ask it for a bit of SEO heading type sort of stuff and all that. I need you to view the page, this page, and make and provide some what do you call it? Suggestions and for titles, H1 and H2 and H3 and content. This is just real quick, guys. So this is really just to get you started. This is not, it's not a quick and easy solution, but it gets you started. Then you can actually refine it. And I'm just going to paste in that link. Okay. Couldn't access the link, but that doesn't matter. It's still come up with this because I think it knows what I'm doing anyway. Main title, grow your, so that should be the H1. That's saying that, you know, you could use this, grow your online presence with expertly crafted templates, launch your dream website in minutes with our proven templates. We'll just go this one here. Copy. Let's come back over to here. Let's change all this. Paste. Okay, now we want to make sure that that's an H1. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy all the text. We should make that smaller too, by the way. So let's just do that now. Yeah, we'll make it 48. Yep, that should be enough. And then, so we've selected all that. We'll select it again there. See how it says heading 2? Let's change that to heading 1. Okay, so that's our H1 tag. That's the only one that we can have on that page. Let's go back over to the ChatGPT. Why choose built for follow 3 to 4? So, I mean, literally, this is what you will do with the other titles is you'll add these in. So let me just get this one here. Why choose these templates? Hang on, what's on here? Yeah, why choose these templates? Just going to copy that. Come back over to over here again. And let's just, why choose these templates? Why choose us? Let's just put that in here. We'll do that as a est. Okay. All right. And there, I'm going to select that whole text and see how it says normal. I'm going to change that to H2. All right. So now that is the H2 tagged title. We could, so Nancy, we could also do a list on the top of the page of the policies and the list to different, yeah, you could do that. Yep. Just so it happens that when I actually put all that stuff on there, you could actually see it all in the view. So in that instance, I probably won't have to. But yeah, you're right. Could do that. All right, and let's go back over to ChatGPT. So I'm only going to do this one. All right, so here I'm just going to grab all this. Come back over here. I'm going to put that all in here. Leave the speech marks in there. All right, so I'm just going to put that in there. Some of the spacing between the top and the bottom is a little bit too much, so I'm going to select the whole lot. Well, I'm going to come over to here to text, and then I'm going to scroll down a wee bit, and then there's also like line height here. So I'm going to change that. Let's go normal, maybe tight, maybe none. Okay. So now that's actually changed the spacing a wee bit there, right? So it's not as much as it was before. All right. So far what we've done is we've done an H1 tag here. We've done an H2 tag here. So everything else can be H2 if you want to. So these ones here can be H2 when you get onto the page, like when you put a heading on. make that an H2 as well. It doesn't need to be H3. You don't have to go in order like H1, H2, H3. You can have as many H2s, H3s as you want. You can only have one H1. All right. So, so when you do your titles, just make sure, like this one here is what we offer. Just double click on it or highlight it, and then wait for this part here to open up. Come over to normal and just go H2. All right, so now that's an H2. So Google will read it as a title of a section on your website. All right, so that's what that's for. But the main one that it's going to read is the one here. People who are looking to grow their online presence, right? This is part of your H1 title. So that's there. Now that's a bit of SEO tip just for that, right? The other one is that we've covered some of it, but you must have legal pages on your website. You must have terms and conditions. You must have that affiliate disclaimer, privacy policy, because it's digital product. We're not shipping, so there's no like shipping policy. But you may want to put in there a refund policy as well. You know, so those things probably want to put in there because Google will be reviewing your site and making sure that you've got all those things intact so that it protects people, customers, you know, their customers. And like I said, but like I've always said, their customers are generally just anyone that uses Google for searching. All right, so you must have those there. Okay, that's part of your SEO. The other part is things like when you click onto here, the settings. Okay, so page name. You've got SEO here. So you want to put a page title. And let's just say, okay, let's have a look. Let's close that. Let's go for grow your online presence. Let's just try that there as a page title. And that's like the first part of your H1. We're going to put that in there. Oh, sorry, in here. Yeah. Okay. Grow your online presence. You will need a meta description. Again, you'll probably want to use ChatGPT for that, and that's what you would paste in there. So literally, what you would do, go over to ChatGPT. I want a meta title, meta description. And keyword. We can go OG title, OG description, and meta keywords. I don't think that the keywords actually matter anymore, but you can put them in. All right. So it's given me a meta title here. I think that one is actually quite good. Let's use that one. I'm going to copy that. We're going to come back to the funnels here. And instead of that one, we're going to do this one here. Paste. That's not that one. Oh yeah, no, that's right. It was that one. No, not that one. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. So that's right. Okay, there. I'm going to head back over to ChatGPT again. Meta description. I'm just going to copy that. Don't forget, you need to refine all this. You need to make sure, just check it over and things like that. Okay, you can't just copy and paste and think that that's going to work, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that it's got the right stuff in there that is important for Google to read and knows exactly what your site's all about and stuff like that. I'm just going to take that line out. There, then we're going to go back to super prompts again. What was the other one? Meta title, meta description, meta keywords. Let's just copy that. Now it's already formatted and so that it's got the comma after the word. So back here. Oh, that was the meta description. Okay, hang on. I'm going to put this in here, paste. Let's go. Let's put things in the wrong place. And then we're going to get this last bit here. Take that out. Oh. Cut that out and set up in here instead. Last bit. All right, okay. So meta description, meta keywords, we're just going to save that. So there's some real basic stuff that you can do in terms of SEO in there. Same again with the OG, you need to actually put an image in there. And you can actually ask ChatGPT what size image should you use as the OG image. But anyway, let's just get the OG. I think you guys get the drift on what I'm doing here in terms of what I'm trying to achieve, right? So this is just a bit of SEO stuff that you can do on page SEO. Again, and so you're pretty much doing what we've done in the meta titles. So I'm just going to save that where it is now. And then look, I can save it there. Looks like I'm just going to save it here. Cancel. Let me take that out. I don't know if I can save it without anything there. Confirm. Oh, I hope it's had everything else stuck there. Oh yeah, that's still there. That's cool. So I'm just going to save it there and I'm just going to publish this again. So Nancy, we could also do, yeah, sorry. If I understand, if you do not enter metadata, Google won't be able to read. Yeah, that's right. I think it's the keywords that don't matter anymore. I've seen that somewhere where they're not there, but it doesn't really matter now because keywords, I mean, you really want to try and optimize your site not for keywords now, but for AEO, which is kind of like answers for what people are looking for. Sounds the same, but it's not quite the same. All right. Okay. What do I do here? So we publish that page. I'm just going to go click on here. So that part, that meta title that we stuck in here, right? That's up here. So if I hover over that, then you see it there, right? Build high converting affiliate sites, easy to, oh, you guys can't see it. Hang on. Let me stop share and share the window. Share screen, window. Yeah, that will be probably better anyway. So if you see up here, when I hover over that, oh, you still can't see it. Well, this part up here on the tab anyway, you should be able to, I don't know, can you see it? I've got something in the way there. Anyway, it's up here. When you hover over that, something should pop up and it will actually have that meta title that we stuck in there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, and so that's what Google also reads as well. All right, so that will end up here when you hover over it. Okay, let's go back to this. So that was a little bit more SEO there. Like I said, we just kind of need to fill out all this stuff here. You can see your score here. I've been up as far as maybe 7, 8, I think, at one point. But you'll have to, like, all these things here, like it tells you it's probably images that need some alternative text behind them. Link titles, that could be, titles that don't actually have any links going to them or going to a link of any sort. So that could be that as well. Duplicate links. So yeah, you just got to check through it. And like I said before, some of the mundane stuff is some stuff that you have to do. It's just, there's no way around it. You got to do it, and it's got to. AI can't do it for. Well, you can use AI to do some of the stuff that we do on there, but I mean, to literally make sure that all those links are going to somewhere, or if there's alternative text behind images and actually putting it in, you have to do that yourself. So that's what you need to do. I'll probably have this all done, today, but I'm probably not going to do that right now. Okay, so site settings, again, you can put your OG title there, OG image. That's really for the whole site, but you still want to do the individual pages just in case. Robots and sitemaps. So when you, I should have had that on, but when you publish it, right, take that off, all right, and then you can actually it will initiate the robots, the Google bots and all that to actually come in for your site. Also, if we have a look at the sitemap, because this is important too. So the sitemap of your website, right? Pretty much what we've got there, group pages, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so very little information at the moment, but that's your sitemap. And Google reads all that. So Google can't read images, it can only read text and embedded HTMLs and all that sort of stuff. All right, so let's go back to here. Google's. Sorry, guys. As soon as I said Google, my phone was talking back to me. So SEO in terms of page settings, definitely do that. You want to probably do a different home page. I like to put something different on there. Just ask ChatGPT what you could put in there, and then just look at it and see if it suits, and then put it in. Just give it a try. And obviously with the all the stuff here, we need to do that. I wouldn't worry too much about the score at this stage, because if you try and get a perfect 9, which I don't think you're going to get a perfect 9, then you'll be there all, for weeks on end. Styling, this is again for different things. Like if you've got put like things that don't come with Groove and you want to add them in, you'll use part of this for that. This sorry, not that part. You'll use this part here, the tracking codes. The styling, you can create the default font for all your pages, but literally, I wouldn't worry about this too much. Don't have to go through that at all, really. Just leave it as it is. Tracking codes, if you want to, make sure that, want to see if people are actually going onto your site and things like that, and then that's what you put in here, like your Google Analytics code or your Facebook Pixel, things like that. And of course, you can redirect your page to another page if you like. But okay, so literally what we have is we do actually have a website homepage, and we have got a funnel which goes to the legal pages. So that's, I mean, you don't actually have to make it a funnel if you don't want to. You can actually put it onto as another page, but make it hidden. So yeah, there's no right way of doing it, but if you really want to, you can. I sometimes like to put things in behind as a funnel rather than actually on the home page and hidden. But yeah, It's up to you. So I would say, and probably it would make it easier to actually connect to as well, like I was trying to do before. With funnels, yeah, funnels were where you would put like your affiliate landing pages and stuff like that. That's what you would do there. And of course, we don't need to cover all the rest. But one real quick thing that I want to cover is this part here, which is the pop-ups. Okay, which is what I was going to do as pop-ups, I should say. So we've got like this part here where we're probably looking at, let's go web hosting. And I want to do some information about web hosting and all that sort of stuff. So, but I don't want to clutter up in here. I don't want to put all that text in here. I want it to be able to, if they click on this, then they can read all that text, right? So what you do, come over to here, come down to pop-ups, click on the plus sign, and let's go blank page. We're going to add a block. Okay. And let's go for a I kind of like this one here because you can put some information on there, and you can put an image on there. So I'm going to just click that one. All right. And I'm going to leave that as it is. You have your title, you have your information, you have your image there, you have a button, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to make this a little bit less wide, if you like. Just where are we? Yeah, let's do some more here now. I'm going to do some more. Yeah, well, okay, so we've done that. Let's just go save and exit. And then we need to link that button to that pop-up. So I'm going to come over to here, pages, come down to pop-ups again. I'm going to rename this. So I'm going to just add, oh, that's not what I want to do. Let's go back a bit. That's not what I wanted to do either. Back to here, back to pop-ups. I don't want to edit, I want to edit settings here. Okay, so I'm going to call this offer. Sorry, what was it called before? I remember now. Web hosting. I'm going to call that web hosting. All right. I'm going to make a little bit narrow, like not as wide. I'll go down about 600. I'm going to do entry, and then I'm going to select the page that it's going to show up on. So it's going to show up on the primary navigation here. And then I'm going to put in here behavior. I'm just going to go, you can actually show on first visit or you can show on every visit. Let's just do that. And then I'm just going to go save. All right. And then do there. That's it. Yep. I'm going to just save. I'm going to come down to here to the button. I'm going to link that button to the pop-up. Yeah. I'm going to select the pop-up type, just regular. And the pop-up was web hosting. Okay, click for more info. We'll leave that as it is, an update. Okay, so once we've done that, I'm just going to publish and show you what it does. I'm going to publish the current page. All right, let's go to that now and have a look. I might have to refresh it a wee bit just so that it gets everything. Oh, I've done something wrong. Sorry. I put the pop-up on the entry page. Sorry, man. Sorry about that. Let's go back to here again. There, pop-up. We're going to web hosting. That's where it should go. We don't want the pop-up to come onto the page here. So let's just get rid of that. Edit settings. I'm going to take all this off. Sorry, guys. It off. Go standard. Just say. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this here, and that should actually do what I did before, was just go to that, just update that. All right, and now I'll publish it. I didn't want it to come up on the page. When you get to the page. All right, let's go back to here. I'm just going to refresh again, come over to here, and then just click on that and see if we can get anything. Let's just refresh that again. Now that should pop up. No, it hasn't. Let's go back and troubleshoot this. Pop-ups. We're posting. Edit setting. Oh, yes, we do actually have to do this bit here. Select pages. We do still have to do this bit, right? Because it needs to show up on a page, but we don't need to do the whole entry thing. Like we don't have to, we'll just keep it standard and then save. And then now we'll just publish again. All right, now it should work. All right, let's go to that page. Refresh again. I should have put a white background on it too, by the way. And then we'll just click there. Now we've got the pop-up. As you can see, you can probably just see the writing there. But if you did that properly, obviously that will just still show up. Just quickly, pop-ups. Yeah, we'll go to edit. I'm just going to put background white. There, I'm just going to cut some of this text down. Just so that it sticks out. All right. Make all this. I'll leave that like that. Yeah. I think that will be all right for now. Save and exit. And hopefully, then when we publish again, it will come up. It'll reflect the changes I just made. All right, let's go there now. There we go. All right, so just a little trick so that you can actually show more information about that particular category without actually having to clutter up the bottom of your, of here. Just make it look nice, simple, and clean. And then if they want more information, they just click on there. It's better than going to a new page, especially when you only just got a summary information part. If they want to know more, then they can contact you, sort of thing. So that's how you can utilize the pop-up to actually connect to these different categories if you want. Okay. You can also do the same with this, where you can actually just create a form where they can message you, and you can add that form onto a pop-up. And as soon as they click on that, a form will pop up. All right. You can do things like that as well. Or because you've got a form down here, you just literally link to that block down here, and then that'll show that block. Kind of figuring out what else that we needed to do, but okay. So what I'm going to do down here, because the terms and condition pages were all the policies were pretty much on the same view, you could see everything. I'm just going to come over to here, and I'm going to link that to a page there, and I'm going to go to legal pages like that. I don't want to open it up in a new tab, and I just leave all that. You don't need to do anything there. Just go update, And we'll just publish those changes. If I understand, you do not enter metadata, Google won't be able to read what your site is about. So like the meta titles, the meta title was really for the when you come up to a when you come up here, you can't see it, but when you hover over that, you'll be able to see the actual title for that page. That's what the meta title is. With the meta description, there's no harm putting the meta description in, but what I was saying before, there's been sort of like information about how it's not necessary to use meta keywords anymore. So I don't know. Well, I mean, I try and optimize my sites for AEO, which is answer engineering optimization, rather than SEO. But anyway, let's have a look at that. Let's go to that page again. Get rid of some of these other pages. That was just an answer to your question there, Nancy. Yeah, you still need to, why is it taking so long? You still need to actually enter some metadata in there. But yeah, probably not the keywords, but I just put them in anyway. I just put everything in anyway, as per se. And if it doesn't, if it's not, oh gosh, doesn't really work, then that's fine. Let's go back down to here again. We're going to go into affiliate disclaimer. I'm looking at the view. Let me just get that out of the way. So let's go down to affiliate disclaimer here, and we should end up at that page. All right, so there. Like I said before, yeah, this part was really where I wanted to get to, but I mean, you can literally see it there anyway. All right, I think that was about it I wanted to cover. Look, I know we've had a little bit of sort of a if we start, and I mean, those legal pages definitely didn't go as well as I would have wanted it to, and connecting to them. But anyway, I mean, I've done quite a few of those things before in the past, linking to a different section on another page, and I'm not too sure why it didn't work this time. But anyway, maybe I overlooked something, did something wasn't quite right. But yeah, I think that was it. Like this is the last session, by the way. I really wanted to go over the pop-ups. So obviously, just go through the video again and see if you can actually come up to that point. As I mentioned before, the titles and all that, use ChatGPT to start off with, and or use that super prompt and just say to it, look, I want you to, the end result I want from my website is that I want good H1 tag, I want good heading 2 tags, and I want good content that will actually optimize for AEO, because I think it's starting to understand what AEO is now. Don't have to put an SEO, but yeah. What you probably want to do is put an FAQ in there as well. But for this particular site, we don't really need to, because it's going to be like an affiliate hub type site. I think that's about it. We won't need the map, so something else will need to go there, Tyler. I think that's about it. All right, let me stop share, because I felt like I've done enough here. And let's bring myself back up on here again. Okay. Today didn't flow as well as I would have wanted it to, but I think you guys got the gist. Then look, sometimes you counter these issues where things just doesn't work the way that you thought it would work, and that kind of happens when you're doing this whole thing anyway. When you're working with Groove, you there's so many different things that you got to try and remember. And I'm not trying to scare you here, right? What I'm trying to say is the more that you apply, use it, the group pages, you're going to get so better at it that you're gonna be able to create. You want to create more pages. You want to, you'll start looking for clients that you can create pages for and things like that. Initially, when I actually mentioned this about this page, this one page website, was that it's a good start for a startup business, a business that's actually wanting to, not spend as much money to have a website. And a lot of them actually turn to things like Wix and all that sort of stuff to actually build their websites and, the website builders. I mean, this is kind of like a website builder too as well, but the component in it really, the type of things that you can do in it, not quite like Wix or any of those other web builders, only because you are restricted in sort of customizing it as much as you'd like to, so yeah, it's that whole sort of customization is what I quite like about Groove, being able to do that, and obviously being able to do multiple sites. That's the other beauty about Groove, is that you can create multiple sites. With Wix or WordPress or anything like that, you really got to literally pay for each site, right? So that's what happens. So that's kind of what gets me when people complain about Groove and this and Groove and that, and they're not doing this, they're not doing that. Normally these people haven't really applied themselves to actually do more stuff on Groove, especially with Groove pages. And if you really got yourself in, sort of went into Groove pages quite a bit and started just creating pages like for friends, you might have friends that are in business, just use it as practice. Say, hey, look, I can do your website, and then just use it as experience, I should say, not practice, but experience, and do them a website and do it for nothing. Just say, look, you still just have to pay for the hosting and the domain, but I can build your website and all that sort of thing. The hosting doesn't cost us anything. That's another good part, so about what Groove does. And so, but you still need to charge out for it, right? Because it's a given. And also they need to buy their domain. Okay, so things like that. But you could actually do that, start it off like that, especially someone in business that you know quite well. All right, there could be a plumber, there could be an electrician, there could be, whatever. But it could mostly they're trades, right? And they just want to save money. And if you do them a free website and all that, and if you do it well enough, right, then they'll actually refer you on, and that's what you could probably do. You say to them is, hey, look, I'll do your free website. You just pay for the hosting, you pay for the domain. I'll do your free website with a one-page website with a contact form. But the deal is that refer me to get me, even if you can get a referral. Get someone to who's actually interested in getting a website done, to use you. So referring you to somebody who's actually looking at getting a website done. Just things like that, just to get started, get your feet on the ground, and just get things going. That's kind of like another way of doing it. I know I have mentioned in the past that join my business networking groups and stuff like that. But you probably want to just, if you're not confident in doing lots of different lots of websites, what I just mentioned before was a good start. Find somebody really, really well, and ask them, hey, you got a website? If you don't, I can do one for you for free. The only thing is that you need to refer me or get me a lead for someone who does want a website, and do it that way. And just do a really good job on your first one. If you're not sure if it's all good or anything like that, just pass it by me. And I'm going to mention this afterwards, but Tyra's GLUs that I attend to a lot of times, just pass it by me and I can give you some advice about what you can do, all right, to actually improve the website if you feel that it needs more work on it, right? But That's the only thing that's the only thing that's going to make you better at group pages, is that you actually get in there and do something. Don't wait for that big creative idea that, one day I want to do a really good website. And, when you do that, what you're doing is you're stopping yourself from learning. And so even just doing like templates, like this one here, I did a template, right, for whatever Tyra wants to use it for. If she wants to sell it, or if if she wants to use it as a bonus, right, for someone who wants to join, who wants to go on the group platform, wants to join up on the group platform, and she can use it as a bonus and say, hey, look, here's a template, you can get you started on this sort of thing. You can do things like that. I know that Groove have their own templates, but sometimes most times I actually don't use their templates. I just find like doing things like this one page templates, websites are much better. So she can offer it as a free bonus, because she can just keep sharing the link with everybody that she that joins underneath her. So you do it like that if you wanted to. That's purely up to you. Okay, guys. Look, I think I've there was one more thing I wanted to mention, and that was that I'm going to share the calendar. I know we've gone on for about an hour and a half so far, and there was a lot more. There was a lot I wanted to fit in there. So, yeah, took us over time. Let me just get myself out of there. Okay, so let's go back to here to the calendar. All right, so just want to mention there's a few things coming up. There's one thing I want to mention that is on today, probably be quite late for most people on here at the moment, but on tonight, 8 p.m. It's like midnight for me, which is just this thing here. Okay, so this is a new thing from with Tingu and Simon and all that, what they're doing at the moment. So they've got this iSummit, and they've partnered up with WMC, and I'm not sure what this one's about. A video income engine. So yeah, check it out. I think so. It starts tonight for me, anyway. Tonight for me, probably in the morning for you guys. But if you're up, look into that one. So that's tonight. But tomorrow we have the Power Hour. Well, tomorrow for me, I should say. We have the Power Hour, which is 8 a.m. GMT +8. I think that's what same time as what this is. But yeah, that's Tyra's one. So if you want to, no, that's actually at midday for me. If you want to come in onto the Power Hour Plus, by all means, come over. And so I will probably be there on the session anyway, and you can ask me questions if you want to about how to get started on your website, or even sort of cover some of the things that I mentioned today, and all covered today. You can do that as well. All right, but that's the Power Hour, and that's actually on. Gosh, I wish this was actually in. We're going to put it to US time. If you want to put it to US time, just come down the bottom here, and then click on that, and then just look for your time zone, because it's confusing the hell out of me when I'm trying to do GMT +8, my time and your guys' time. Where are we? Why can't I find you guys? Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern, thanks. But on the calendar, just do what I did before. Just click on the bottom there. And I'm not having a very good day today with this whole thing. Central America? No. It doesn't actually say PST. Oh, well, let's put that in. EST, I should say. Eastern time. That's it. There we go. And then change it to that. All right. Okay. So for you guys, it will be 8 a.m. for the actually 60-minute webinar that Chingy you and I'm doing. That's tonight. That's today for you in the morning. And then the power hours at 8 p.m. for you guys in the morning, at night. So I'll be on at that time. All right. So if you want to come and join and cover some things, then you can come on that. All right, guys. Like I'm going to stop share because I think I've said enough. But yeah, let's see what we've got there. It's called over delivering. Yeah, sometimes when you're going through this, when you're going through stuff like this with Groove and all that, and especially when you're trying to do a live and guide people through it, when things you thought should happen a certain way don't happen that way at all, then things start to come apart. So I kind of think that's what happened to me, and got me a little bit flustered. But anyway, there's always those GLUs that you can catch me on if you're not too sure about something that I've covered today, because I know that there would, going back on this video, this replay, trying to find those parts that I did and persevering through all the, the fumbling around, trying to get this to work, get that to work, and doing this and doing that can be tedious. So you'd be far better off coming to the GLU, and then I can go through it with you right there and then, rather than actually you going for the video. So that's an offer that I'm putting out there. All right. I don't think there's any questions. If there is, you can come into the GLU, Power Hour Plus, I should say. Now I'm getting confused. Power Hour Plus, Tyler's Power Hour Plus. That's where you should be coming, because that's where I'll be, not the GLU. That's what this is. So you can see this has got me a little bit confused today with this whole thing. Got me off my game. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for joining me once again. We're kind of over with the whole one-page build, one-page website build. Next week, hopefully, we can get Dr. Lisa to come on and go through Canva AI, which hopefully she's keen on doing. The last time we kind of spoke about it, I think didn't say no anyway. That will be quite good, because she uses it quite a lot, and she does quite a lot of things with it, with Canva AI, and not all of it is just about creating designs and stuff like that. She also creates apps with it as well, and I'll let her go through that next week. But thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.
You gotta get into the groove.